Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders. There it is.
Yo, this is Washington Football Weekly. That's my guy, Will Kramer. It's your boy, Sean Spencer. We are here ready to talk about week number 2 in the NFL. Thursday night football. Washington will be traveling to Lambeau Field with the great lore and the legends, Lombardi, Star, Nitschke, all of the greats. And in honor of that, we had to bring in a friend of the show, one of the hosts of the Crew Roundtable, Bryan Robinson. What up, Bryan?
What's up, gentlemen? How you guys doing?
Bryan, we're doing good, man. How are you?
Oh, not too shabby. I've been enjoying backstage you guys' talk. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Very kind.
Appreciate it. Oh man, so hey, welcome to the show. As many of you maybe don't know, our guy is one of the 4 hosts of the Crew Roundtable Sunday mornings. I've hopped on there a couple times and joined them. I share the sentiment. It's equal. You guys are great. I love watching you guys. Sometimes even when I'm in church, I got the Bible open and I got you there with the headbutt in. I'm like, oh yeah, yes. Oh, amen. Right?
I was gonna say football's the Bible, ain't it?
Come on now. Yes, sir. Sunday is the Lord's day, and the Lord gave us football. Let's go.
That's right. Man. That's right.
But look, before we talk about the Packers, before we talk about anything else, we first have to say thank you for taking Michael Parsons out of our division and away from us. Now, if the price to pay is to have to play him the 2 weeks into the season, I'm okay with that. I am all right with that.
Right.
What was your reaction when you saw that trade, and kind of how do you feel now?
Oh, just the backstory. So another guy in the crew, Mike Stout, he's the Cowboy fan in the group. And him and I had been texting back and forth. And I was reading some tea leaves saying, this is going to happen. I'm telling you, this is going to happen. And he kept saying, nope. It's like Jerry won't do it. Jerry definitely won't do it. And then it happened. And then
No, we lost him.
Oh
no.
Oh no, Jerry Jones got to it.
He did. He heard him talking, and what's kind of funny, once he comes back, we'll give him a chance to keep elaborating. But I had actually read that the Eagles had the better of the 2 offers. Oh. And Jerry finally was like, I'm not trading him within division. I can't do it, which is what we kept saying. Like, Micah wants to be in D.C. If he could choose any place for free as a free agent, he would pick Dan Quinn.
Defense, but I am more than excited.
Oh, so come back.
Oh, we're all back.
Bryan, you're good to go. Keep
What'd you miss?
Some of that though.
Everything. We realize Jerry Jones cut your feed right now. Mike Stout called Jerry.
I was going to say, I think it was Stout that actually pulled the plug on it. But anyways, we texted. I told him, dude, this is happening. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, I'm not reading this and BSing. Then it happens. He's the first one that texts me. He couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And the reason why I couldn't believe it, the Packers don't make trades like this. They are always, they take their own draft picks, they homegrown their players, they develop.
Yes.
To give up the 2 first-rounders and then an aging Kenny Clark who's played hurt the last couple of years, I was fine with that, because it's like, if this rewards us with at least an NFC Championship this year, I think we've already won this trade for going in. It's just, and then just to see Micah Parsons on a snap, on a pitch count basically last week, and seeing what he can do. My God. It is a massive jolt to this defense. And I'm telling you, Packer fans everywhere are beyond excited. I mean, they're already calling it Reggie White 2.0 is what it is.
I believe it.
I
saw a graphic that showed the 3 quarterbacks for the Packers have had in the last 50 years, which is disgusting. With the fact that you've had that.
Yeah.
But it was Favre, was it Favre then got Reggie White and they won a Super Bowl. Rodgers picked up, and I don't remember who they picked up, but it was a defensive stud. The Packers won the Super Bowl, and they're like
all
Jordan
at the age of 27. Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
And here's Jordan Love turning 27 later
just
this
got
year.
Micah Parsons. It's like, it's again, it's disgusting that how successful this franchise has been.
Well, and then the other thing that blew my mind, and I didn't know this, was the only two players for their first 4 seasons to record 12 or more sacks in a season. Their first 4 seasons was Reggie White, Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
it's eerie.
Yes. And I gotta thank Mesador in the comments. He just helped me. It was Charles Woodson was the guy that
there we go. Yeah. Yes.
Stuff. And I was all set to just talk some smack to him because he's talking about Baker Mayfield, and I want to remind him who ended Baker Mayfield's season last year. But he didn't find in the comments, so I gotta say thank you to me. All right, so
it's all good.
Talk about the gelling of bringing in someone, because the Packers already had a defensive line with some players.
Yeah.
You had Lucas Van Ness, who has kind of struggled in the league a little bit, but maybe this is actually going to elevate his game. You got Rashawn Gary, who you paid a lot of money to. You got South Carolina's finest in Kingsley and Igbare, as well as part of your rotation. Sean tried to say that name 3 times, but you couldn't.
Yeah.
It's hard to pronounce.
I'll say South Carolinian.
So how has he been brought into the mix, and how smooth has it been to integrate him?
Well, let's just put it this way. Obviously, knowing that he had, everybody's talking about the back injury, so they're being very careful, kind of at the beginning, and kind of getting him into game shape. Let's just put it this way. But he's been more of a mentor. I just read something this afternoon about Lucas Van Ness making comments like he's basically coming right next to me, kind of teaching me how to define my position and how to play, what to look for and stuff like that. Because Van Ness, you're right, he has struggled, and honestly, Packer fans have been very disappointed with how high we took him in the draft. He really hasn't produced much. But the thing that I've always been crying for, and you can ask any guy in the show, is I wanted to see another edge rusher, a dominant edge rusher put on this team. Rashawn Gary, yeah, he's a great player, but you always need that other dude. Nobody seemed to have stepped up. And I think this was the move that the Packers felt at this time was the key to go all in. And the way Jeff Hafley has his defense playing already is unreal. I did not expect what I saw against Detroit. I thought Detroit had more fight going in, knowing, we lost all these coordinators, but Dan Campbell's a tough guy. We're going to show him. We're gonna go in. We're gonna win our 4th straight at Lambeau, and the Packers just flat out dominated them.
Yeah, and it did look pretty. I mean, it did look pretty the whole game. Like it wasn't close from. I mean, obviously a score standpoint, but also from just the way you looked at it. You're just kind of like, the Lions don't even deserve you on the field right now. Like they were not playing well. But look, so you talk about that. You have Parsons in there, and obviously that energizes your defense. But then you go to the offense. Jacobs running the ball. Obviously, Love getting it. You guys draft a wide receiver, which we all know you don't normally do. But Matthew Golden playing good. Talk about like how that offense is now benefiting from the Parsons trade and just being ready this year.
It's less pressure. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I mean you look at the last couple seasons with Jordan Love, and the biggest problem on the team was defensively. It was they just could not get a complete game from their defense, whether it was the biggest problem has always been their run defense. They've always had a strong secondary. The run defense has always been a problem. Everybody asks me, well, what about Kenny Clark? Well, getting rid of him, what does that do? Well, the replacements that they have on that line right now are doing just fine. And they're younger, more athletic, and I think that's what Hafley wanted. He wanted it. They were willing to get rid of a guy who's a proven commodity in the run game to stop the run, to get these guys in here, and it kind of showed already. To stop Detroit. I forget what the rushing yards was, but it was insane how low they stopped Gibbs and Montgomery. It just puts less pressure on the offense. I mean, Jordan Love can finally. I mean, looking at last week's game, I mean, he hit 10 different receivers. He spread the ball around. He didn't go to just one dude. And that's the thing. If you don't know where he's throwing the ball, you can say, okay, Golden's their best receiver. We're going to line my best corner up on him. Well, he'll just start picking you apart with somebody else. And then next thing you know, you're playing the match game. And that's exactly what happened with Detroit. Detroit had no answer to stop what Jordan Love was doing. And that's coming off a performance where Josh Jacobs didn't really have his best game until the fourth quarter. So in my opinion, if the Packers establish the run early, that just makes their offense more dangerous because you don't know where they're going to be coming from. And it's awesome to see. Obviously, we're only in week 2. A lot of rust still because obviously we know nobody plays their best players in the preseason. So this is kind of like, okay, this is kind of like the feel me out period. I don't know about you guys. I feel like this game here, as much as, okay, it's week 2, blah, blah, blah. We still got, 16 more weeks of the season to go with. It kind of feels a little important just because of the fact what happens if Packers and your Commanders are tied at the end of the year. The tiebreaker is going to be who wins this game. To me, it's kind of shining as, okay, this is an important game. These you guys being in the NFC Championship last year, the Packers want that.
Yes. Right.
Kind of reminiscent of it's kind of reminiscent of when we played the Bengals last year, where it was kind of JD5's like coming out party, but it was such a prime time game, all eyes on him and everything like that. So yeah, it's gonna be big. Go ahead, Will. Sorry.
Brian, tell me about, I read on the injury report there's some offensive linemen specifically on the right side popping up. Is that just early season dings, or is that a concern because they have less time to recover?
Well, that's a very good question, and I went on the injury report just to kind of get a gauge on what's going on. And as of right now, Zach Tom, who's on your right side, he's kind of like their guy on the right side. He's got an oblique. Obviously, I've been trying to get some updates on that. I'm obviously don't know exactly what his status is going to be. Aaron Banks is also got an injury too, and every report that I'm saying remains uncertain. You got Jordan Morgan and Darian Kennard could step in if Banks and Tom can play. Zach Tom out of the two is the more important to get that right side locked up. If he can't go, that could be something. The one thing the Packers have always kind of had, and this is going back years and years and years, when they draft, they always find diamonds in the rough with offensive linemen, even just for depth. And whether or not like Morgan and Kennard can hold up as starters for 1 week, we'll see. I'm hoping Zach Tom's injury is nothing but just something he's just going to deal with, at least get him to the bye week, which we've got the early bye this year. If he can just tough it out to the bye, he'll get that break. But, obviously, and then he'll get the break between this game and next week. But it'll be interesting to see. Zach Tom is going to be kind of a thing to watch. If he doesn't play, that gives you guys a nice little opening, I feel, to get some pressure on Jordan Love.
Right. You talk about diamonds in the rough there. Your right side of your offensive line was drafted in the 3rd and 4th round, and your left tackle was drafted in the 7th round. That's sick.
Yes, but that's been a Packer thing. If I had more time to research, I could just throw you names and just tell you where they were drafting, and you'd just be going, what? And
I think Jenkins has played all 5 positions along the offensive line during his time there.
Yes, he has. You know what? And the guy plays hurt. The guy is very versatile. He's been so huge, especially when Bakhtiari was literally absent for 2 years. That's the guy that filled in, and he filled in terrific.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Ben. He's saying very important game. Hope I'm not overhyping it, but to me, this game has a January feel to it without the snow. Ooh, I like that. Absolutely. And you already know your Packers fans are in the comment. Your fellow crew members are in the comments. Eastador said Van Ness will explode for 10+ sacks. Mike Stout said Packers lose this trade after a few years. Misidor said, "Layer all I work at that ass crack of dawn. Don't be too nice to the backer back." And Stout said, "Parsons sucks as a run stopper." So hey,
Well, yeah, Stout
Scout's
just
still a
personally
little
texted.
salty for this.
oh yeah,
he
he's
just-
definitely salty.
Salty over this, dude.
Yeah, he just texted me. He goes, "Your opinions are stupid." So
Yes, I love it. I love it. All right, go ahead.
no, I'm ready. I'm just
All right,
ready for the next one.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders. There it is.